Her fingers flew across the keyboard as the clock ticked down. Seconds later, the strike landed exactly on target. Technical Sergeant Emma Precision Rivera watched the confirmation flash across her screen as the Hellfire missile eliminated a high-value terrorist compound in Syria with mathematical accuracy that prevented a coordinated attack on American forces. Though her fellow intelligence analysts at Creech Air Force Base assumed she was processing routine training data rather than coordinating live drone strikes that had already saved hundreds of American lives through precision eliminations of terrorist leadership cells. For 19 months, the personnel at the 480th Intelligence Squadron had treated Rivera like any other junior analyst who possessed adequate mathematical skills but seemed content with training support duties. They witnessed her methodical approach to data processing and assumed she lacked the aggressive analytical mindset necessary for real-world operations. Watching her calm demeanor during targeting simulations and mistaking professional composure for inexperience with life-or-death tactical situations, they saw her systematic handling of coordinate calculations and concluded she couldn't handle the psychological pressure of operational assignments where targeting decisions carried life-or-death consequences for American forces engaged in direct combat with terrorist networks. Her quiet professionalism was interpreted as evidence that she lacked the combat experience necessary for advancement to special operations support roles where mathematical errors meant mission compromise and American casualties. What they couldn't see beneath her standard Air Force uniform and regulation appearance was a classified service record that included 27 months coordinating precision strikes for Joint Special Operations Command operations in the Middle East's most dangerous regions. Her targeting expertise and mathematical precision had enabled successful completion of direct action missions so classified that her achievements could only be acknowledged through personnel records accessible to Air Force leadership with cosmic-level security clearances. Rivera had voluntarily accepted intelligence squadron assignment, not because she couldn't handle operational pressure, but because her final deployment had ended with her coordinating simultaneous strikes on 6 terrorist compounds while processing real-time intelligence during a 48-hour operation that eliminated an entire al-Qaeda command structure. The psychological toll of that mission, combined with classified knowledge that made immediate redeployment inadvisable, had led to her current recovery assignment. Welcome to Silent Salute, where we honor the veterans whose greatest achievements often remain hidden beneath training duties. Their extraordinary operational capabilities concealed within classroom instruction, while their battle-tested precision awaits recognition that reveals the classified heroism protecting freedom through mathematical accuracy that prevented terrorist attacks when perfect coordinates meant survival for American forces. Before we unveil this remarkable story of hidden valor that transformed an entire intelligence facility, tell us in the comments about a time when you discovered someone's secret operational background that completely changed your understanding of their true experience. And if you believe that the most critical intelligence specialists are often those whose calculations guided precision strikes against enemies who threatened American lives, hit that subscribe button to support our mission of honoring those whose classified service protected liberty through mathematical precision. The 480th Intelligence Squadron at Creech Air Force Base operated as the Air Force's premier training facility for intelligence analysts, where airmen learned targeting procedures and battlefield intelligence protocols that enabled successful execution of combat operations. The facility processed thousands of coordinates daily while preparing analysts for deployment to combat zones where precision targeting meant the difference between mission success and catastrophic failure. Master Sergeant Carlos Database Martinez supervised intelligence training with combat-hardened expertise earned through 5 deployments where his leadership had guided Air Force intelligence through successful completion of operations requiring tactical coordination and precision strike validation. His experience included direct support for Special Operations Forces conducting classified missions against high-value terrorist targets throughout the Middle East. Rivera, you've been demonstrating exceptional analytical performance during intelligence training for over 19 months without pursuing advanced specializations that would utilize whatever operational experience you gained before this assignment. Are you planning to remain in training support? Or do you have targeting background that qualifies you for more challenging intelligence billets? Rivera continued processing coordinate algorithms with precision learned from combat zones where mathematical accuracy meant survival during operations requiring targeting multiple enemy positions while maintaining intelligence security. Her response reflected years of experience with classified operations where fundamental mathematical principles enabled tactical success against terrorist networks. Master Sergeant, intelligence training allows me to contribute to Air Force readiness while ensuring analysts receive proper technical education in targeting procedures. These training duties support operational effectiveness and mission success, and someone needs to ensure they meet standards that prepare intelligence personnel for coordinating precision strikes under hostile conditions. Staff Sergeant Michelle Numbers Thompson recently returned from deployment and eager to establish analytical credibility within the competitive Air Force intelligence community, couldn't understand why someone with apparent mathematical competence would remain satisfied with training duties. She had witnessed Rivera's exceptional performance during simulations, but couldn't reconcile that capability with her contentment in a training role. Rivera, I don't understand why you seem content with processing training coordinates when you could be pursuing operational assignments that support actual combat strikes against terrorist targets. These training billets are typically for analysts who can't handle operational pressure or real-world targeting requiring actual combat experience under enemy threat conditions. Rivera's response demonstrated understanding gained from classified operations where targeting decisions carried life or death consequences for American personnel. She knew that Air Force effectiveness required comprehensive analytical foundation that prepared intelligence specialists for combat situations where calculation errors determine mission outcomes and American survival. Thompson, successful Air Force intelligence depends on solid mathematical foundation that enables tactical units to maintain targeting accuracy during precision strike operations. Whether you're directing drone strikes or conducting training exercises, your analytical contribution serves Air Force objectives and supports operational mission accomplishment. The speculation began when Joint Special Operations Command liaison personnel noticed Rivera's familiarity with advanced targeting procedures that exceeded normal intelligence squadron training. Her casual use of specialized terminology and instinctive understanding of complex targeting scenarios suggested operational background that contradicted her apparent satisfaction with routine training assignments. Technical Sergeant Robert Strike Williams, whose combat intelligence experience included multiple deployments coordinating special operations targeting, organized informal evaluation designed to determine whether Rivera's apparent expertise represented actual battlefield experience. His curiosity was shared by other instructors who had noticed her exceptional capabilities during advanced simulations. Rivera, if your previous assignments involved real combat targeting, you should be able to discuss advanced coordination techniques that prepare intelligence analysts for working with special operations forces. We're curious about what kind of operational background leads someone to choose training duties over combat assignments. Rivera recognized the questioning as natural professional curiosity rather than harassment, understanding that Air Force intelligence communities developed strong bonds based on shared combat experience. She maintained appropriate responses while protecting classified information about her previous assignments with Joint Special Operations Command. The psychological pressure intensified when training personnel began questioning Rivera's apparent career stagnation and speculating about service record issues that would explain her contentment with assignments inconsistent with her obvious analytical competence. The rumors created an uncomfortable atmosphere where her professional decisions were constantly scrutinized. Intelligence instructor Technical Sergeant David Pixel Johnson, whose career advancement had been facilitated by aggressive pursuit of challenging assignments, joined speculation about Rivera's motivations for accepting what appeared to be significant underemployment. His comments reflected the competitive nature of Air Force intelligence career progression. I think Rivera might have psychological limitations that prevent her from handling operational targeting assignments where mathematical errors cause civilian casualties. They probably placed her in training where she can't compromise tactical operations or endanger American units. Nobody with real intelligence potential chooses training duties over combat missions. The rumors circulated throughout the intelligence squadron, with personnel increasingly treating Rivera as someone who had failed to meet Air Force intelligence standards. The speculation created professional isolation as colleagues began questioning her competence and commitment to operational excellence, despite her consistent superior performance during all training evaluations. The revelation that would expose Rivera's hidden operational background began during advanced targeting exercise, when training instructors conducted practical evaluation of coordinate calculation procedures under simulated combat conditions. The exercise was designed to test analytical capabilities under pressure while providing realistic training scenarios. Senior instructor Master Sergeant Patricia Crosshairs Davis was supervising targeting system setup during simulated counterterrorism exercise when she observed Rivera's equipment, handling, and mathematical precision that exceeded normal training standards. Her tactical instincts and unconscious procedural knowledge suggested extensive operational experience that transcended classroom education. The critical moment arrived when Rivera was processing coordinate data during targeting simulation, her fingers moving across the keyboard with unconscious muscle memory while she muttered tactical callouts under her breath. Her specialized targeting terminology and precise mathematical calculations immediately caught Master Sergeant Davis's attention and indicated classified operational experience. What happened next would be discussed throughout Creech Air Force Base for years, as Master Sergeant Davis's recognition of Rivera's tactical vocabulary created immediate transformation from routine training observation to acknowledgement of exceptional Air Force service that had remained concealed during her intelligence squadron assignment. Technical Sergeant Rivera, that targeting terminology represents specialized precision strike coordination and indicates operational experience with live combat missions. Your vocabulary and procedures suggest real-world targeting background that requires immediate explanation and verification through proper intelligence channels. The silence that followed Master Sergeant Davis's observation lasted several seconds as training personnel and students processed the realization that Rivera's training assignment had concealed combat service record and targeting qualification that exceeded virtually everyone present during the exercise, including most of the instructional staff. Staff Sergeant Thompson, whose intelligence experience included interaction with special operations units during joint counterterrorism operations, immediately understood the significance of Rivera's tactical language. The precision strike terminology indicated extensive combat training and operational experience that explained her mathematical expertise and targeting instincts. That targeting vocabulary represents the most classified intelligence operations and indicates combat experience with special operations units conducting precision strikes against high-value terrorist targets. Intelligence analysts don't learn that terminology without proving themselves under the most challenging operational conditions. Rivera realized that her unconscious tactical callouts had revealed Air Force background that she had been concealing through training assignment. Understanding that her precision strike experience represented classified combat operations that would require verification through proper military intelligence channels and security protocols. Master Sergeant, my previous Air Force service involved targeting coordination for Joint Special Operations Command missions during combat operations in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria. My experience included precision strike coordination for missions targeting terrorist leadership cells, where mathematical accuracy meant the difference between mission success and catastrophic failure. The investigation that followed began when Master Sergeant Davis contacted Air Force Special Operations Command to verify Rivera's military credentials through official channels that maintained records of intelligence personnel and their operational assignments during classified combat deployments and precision strike missions. Colonel Sarah Eagle I. Rodriguez, Intelligence Squadron Commander with extensive Special Operations liaison experience, personally conducted verification of Rivera's Air Force background and discovered classified service record that confirmed her targeting qualification and combat intelligence achievements during missions that remained highly classified due to operational sensitivity. Technical Sergeant Rivera's precision strike qualification is verified and her combat intelligence record is exceptional. Her service with special operations units involved targeting coordination during direct action missions that required the highest level of mathematical precision under hostile conditions. Her current assignment represents recovery assignment rather than operational limitation. The recognition ceremony that followed became a defining moment for entire intelligence squadron, demonstrating how exceptional intelligence specialists often served in training roles while maintaining qualifications that exceeded most Air Force personnel and could emerge when circumstances required acknowledgement of specialized combat experience. Technical Sergeant Rivera represents the caliber of precision targeting expertise that characterizes America's most elite Air Force operations, Colonel Rodriguez announced during squadron formation. Her choice to serve in training capacity while processing combat experience demonstrates the professionalism that honors special operations service while contributing to Air Force intelligence education. The advanced targeting program that Rivera agreed to develop became lasting contribution to Air Force education, combining her special operations experience with mathematical expertise to create instruction that prepared intelligence analysts for tactical situations requiring combat-tested procedures and precision strike coordination under hostile conditions. Her combat intelligence background transformed intelligence squadron training procedures while providing opportunities for students to learn targeting techniques from combat-proven special operations intelligence specialists whose experience exceeded conventional Air Force training and represented operational effectiveness under the most dangerous battlefield conditions. Master Sergeant Martinez, recognizing that his assessment of Rivera's potential had been based on incomplete understanding of her special operations background and combat intelligence achievements, approached her with professional respect and appreciation for qualifications that exceeded his own extensive Air Force experience. Technical Sergeant Rivera, I apologize for not recognizing your special operations qualification and combat intelligence background earlier. Your Air Force credentials explain your exceptional analytical competence and targeting precision that exceeded training requirements, while concealing extraordinary battlefield expertise earned through the most demanding military operations. Rivera used her recognition to establish precision targeting training programs that combine special operations experience with Air Force education, creating learning opportunities that prepared military intelligence personnel for operational situations requiring specialized knowledge of precision strike coordination and targeting procedures under enemy countermeasures. The most important lesson from combat targeting, Rivera explained during tactical seminars that became standard throughout Creech Air Force Base, is that precision. Strike coordination requires immediate mathematical response and absolute accuracy under extreme pressure. Whether you're coordinating drone strikes or directing artillery support, American lives depend on perfect calculations when every coordinate might determine mission success or failure. The intelligence squadron assignment had provided Rivera with opportunity to serve while processing combat experiences that had tested her limits, demonstrating that exceptional intelligence specialists could contribute effectively in training roles while maintaining capabilities that exceeded normal Air Force standards and specialized technical requirements. Years later, when Master Sergeant Rivera returned to special operations targeting while maintaining her intelligence expertise, her story continued inspiring intelligence personnel who understood that true precision targeting professionals often served without recognition while managing classified experiences that had challenged their understanding of mathematical accuracy under fire. Her example reminded everyone that in Air Force intelligence, as in all combat support, the most critical expertise often belonged to personnel whose achievements exceeded their current assignments, and that sometimes the analysts who seemed most ordinary were those whose classified accomplishments had been earned through missions where perfect coordinates meant survival. The moment when her tactical vocabulary was revealed had lasted only seconds, but its impact continued for years, demonstrating that true targeting excellence often remained hidden until circumstances exposed capabilities that transformed understanding of service dedication and professional competence that exceeded normal Air Force expectations. This story was brought to you by Silent Salute. Before we leave you today, here's our question. Have you ever discovered that someone's quiet service concealed extraordinary targeting qualifications that completely changed your perspective about their true capabilities and battlefield experience? Have you worked alongside personnel whose specialized background remained hidden while they served in positions inconsistent with their obvious expertise? Tell us in the comments about moments when hidden military qualifications were revealed through unexpected signs and transformed your understanding of someone's true service record and combat achievements. And if you believe that the most effective intelligence specialists are often those whose calculations guided precision strikes through the most dangerous missions when survival depended on perfect mathematical accuracy, hit that subscribe button to support our channel's mission of honoring those whose classified service protected freedom through targeting expertise. Nobody calls Rivera just training staff anymore. Not after hearing those tactical callouts and understanding that her calculations had been the precision that eliminated terrorist threats when American lives depended on mathematical accuracy behind enemy lines.